Alright, let's see who's ready to get this show on the road. I turned off the lights because it makes it scarier, but if it is difficult seeing me, sorry. Let me see. Because I can actually see that it is difficult to see me. So let's see if, whoa, why did this turn green? It's supposed to be white. It turned green. Whatever. Is it a little easier to see me now? Or should I just turn on my light all the way? Let's see. Okay. Let's see if maybe that works. Shit, every time I click on Streamlabs, it minimizes Dead Space. But Streamlabs is being weird. Whenever I have Dead Space open, I can't see comments and shit. That's weird. Okay. Alright. Let's try this on for size here. We'll do this. Okay. Sign in to chat. I'm not signed in. Open the web browser. Wow, that's fucking creepy, right? How it's all picture in picture in picture, like on forever and ever in infinity. Yeah. Let's make this maximum size here, and then pull this up in front of it. It's alright. Dead Space is being weird. Like, Valheim streams real easy. Dead Space doesn't. Okay, so this is the Dead Space drunk stream. So, as it is the Dead Space drunk stream, let me go ahead and Dead Space crashed. We're off to a phenomenal start. As it is a Dead Space drunk stream, as it is a drunk stream, let's go ahead and get going. I've got a shooter of Jameson that I'm having difficulty opening because my hands don't work very well. But, you know, it's the hand I was dealt. Get it? Pun intended. Get it? There we go. Alright, there it is. So, got my cup of ice. Jameson in. And I know a typical drink is made with Coke, like a whiskey Coke, but I don't really like Coke, so I mix my whiskey with good old-fashioned Dr. Pepper, because why not, you know? Why not? And gosh, this is getting aggravating that Streamlabs won't open and stay open in the same on the same screen that I want it to stay on. Because as soon as I click Dead Space, it fucking freaks out, and Dead Space crashes. This is really getting annoying. So play. And then minimize Steam. And it freaked out again, but whatever. Whatever. We're just gonna go. Screw it, we'll do it live. Delicious. Because I haven't found a way in the settings. I may just be like computer illiterate. I mean, that very much probably is the thing. I haven't found a way to make Dead Space, you know, a game from 2014, display in a windowed mode. I've gone into my settings, display and graphics, video options. Well, okay. Maybe I just didn't look very well. This over here, pop that up. Apply, maximize, back. It fucking crashed again. What the hell, Dead Space? What's wrong with you? I'm the one that's going to be crashing. I'm the one that's getting drunk. It's not even staying in windowed mode. It just opened in full screen mode again. Well, maybe it didn't. Clearly having Streamlabs and up and running is not conducive to Dead Space being a team player, it seems. But oh wait, it's right there. It didn't crash. It didn't crash, but it doesn't let me have my chat open. So I've got my chat open on my phone, so if people talk to me, it might be delayed a little bit. I won't probably see it real time. I'll see it delayed because it'll be in time with the stream. So if it takes me a while to respond to you, I do apologize. But we're going to continue from where we left off last time. I think it's just before a boss fight. I don't remember the controls. Alternate fire. Oh, it's space. Okay. And then reload. It holds 6 shots. That's it. Or do I not have any ammo for it? Oh, I don't have any ammo for it. That's why it's only holding 6 shots. What the fuck, Dead Space? You crashed again? That time it actually crashed. Are you kidding me? Reboot computer? No, that's dumb. It's not that dumb, Jen. But, I don't know. Valheim has been streaming these past, like, 3 days, like, just perfectly fine. And, Dead Space is like, we're gonna run for 3 seconds and then we're gonna crash. And I'm wondering if it needs to download an update, if it needs to download an update and it didn't do it, if it downloaded an update that it shouldn't have done. Oh shit. Is that a full clip? That's a full clip. Okay. Let's go. Well, I already don't like this. Yeah, wow, that started heavy. Oh my god. What the hell? Where's my downloads? I don't play those games. I don't know why they're there. Let me Let me reboot Steam. Maybe that'll do it. How do you reboot Steam? Let me consult the internet. It's at my fingertips after all. Let me consult the gods. In the future, this game was not made for PC. I know that. I know this game was not made for PC. It's a shitty port. I fucking could tell you that. Based on the whole, it's crashing every 3 seconds. Like, it doesn't even fucking open, it just crashes. Exit Steam. Let's see, let's try this. This is really harsh on my buzz. It's impossible to get drunk with computer issues. I may just go back to fucking Valheim. Or maybe I'll play Warhammer. Um, mm, mm, mm. Maybe. Maybe I'll be able to make it through that hallway this time. My frames per second, if you see it at the top, is bouncing between like 40 and like 100 something. And I don't know what that means. But I think I can cap it at 60. Or maybe like 59. Because that's where it seems like it's comfortably at 59 right now. But it's impossible to get drunk with all these issues. Motion blur, brightness, video options, full screen device, full screen resolution, refresh rate 59.91, vertical sync. Yes, let's do windowed, apply, move this over, get rid of that, back, and it crashed. Try one more time to play a terrifying game. If it doesn't work, since I played Valheim all day long, I'm going to switch it up to Warhammer. Warhammer Total War. See, it fucking crashed before it even had a chance to open. Look at this bullshit. Doesn't work, we'll play a Corn. Probably Corn. A very hard campaign. And we'll change the discussion. Yeah, Dead Space is a fucking piece of shit. Look at this shit. Um, Littered with bugs. um, like, I really want to play Dead Space, but like, hmm. Uh, uh, what did this guy say? XMP profile? Look at all this shit. All this running on my computer. Why is NVIDIA playing 9,000 times? Um, OBS is fine. Windows processes. Okay, we're gonna yeah, we're gonna play Warhammer because it won't stop crashing. Where is there it is. And we're going to give me 1 second. Um, can I make this full screen and have it not be stupid? There we go. Okay. And let's change the description here. How do I do that? How do I do that? How do I do that? Um, I don't see where to. Oh, is it this box? Nope, not that one. Is it? Aha, here it is. So Warhammer 3, 3, still getting drunk, but playing Warhammer 3, 3, Total War. Or wait, it's called Total War. Total War Warhammer 3, since Dead Space is a piece of shit. Okay. It doesn't let me change the thumbnail. Okay. Connecting. Trying to change the picture. Hold on. Because the picture is I think still for Dead Space, and I don't want it to be for Dead Space. I can change it after the fact. I can change the thumbnail after the fact. So as far as mods that I play with on Warhammer, I play with the I like the recruit defeated legendary lords and the one button respec. Those are the mods that I play with. Oh, sorry. There we go. So I like to recruit defeated legendary lords because I don't like it when the AI gets wiped out by being shitty. Like especially when I play the dwarves, I like to catch them all, as you would say. And some legendary lords you can revive. Most you can revive. Some you are unable to. So it doesn't quite matter for this stream to be playing with those two mods because I'm going to be playing a
in the name of Magnus.
it's called Franz, Big Bad Franz. Not Big Bad Franz. He's a total Chad. But I'm going to be playing as Scarbrand. I love Scarbrand's campaign. People might think I'm not aggressive enough with Scarbrand, but those people can go suck their own dicks. I like the Ultimate Crisis because I mean, it's Scarbrand, Blood and Skulls. You know, Scarbrand is the greater, the exalted Bloodletter. He's an exalted Bloodletter that was. There's a reason why he was the exiled. He basically attacked Khorne, which is his god, and Khorne like flicked him, ruined his wings, so he can't fly. Other exalted Bloodletter or Bloodthirsters can fly. Scarbrand cannot, and he basically shred Scarbrand of all of his personality except for his hatred and his rage, which for a Khorne Greater Demon, that's perfect. But Khorne's all about blood and skulls, you know? He does not care from where the blood flows as long as it flows in his name. And he sits atop a throne of skulls. His brass throne. He's all about brass too. His brass throne sits atop a mountain of skulls. So pretty much playing as Khorne, battle is what you live for. You fight, you kill. The more fights you do, the more victories you have. Even defeats give you skulls because, I mean, you know, everyone's got a skull. The more defeats you suffer, the more victories you get, the more bloodletting you get, which accesses, you know, better buffs, better shit, you know. Makes your armies more powerful. You can globally recruit, which is when you recruit in enemy territory and stuff from farther. Because most of the time you recruit from your starting province. But if you get your bloodletting up high enough, you get basically like 1 turn global recruitment. So it's really cool. Khorne has the ability to raise settlements. When you raise a settlement, you can do it either for 1,000 skulls, or you can do it for a blood host army. Alright, so there's Scarbrand. This is how Khorne plays, but you know, we already know how Khorne plays. The volume's really low. Let's try, I hate when it's sliders and I can't fucking... Yeah! There we go. Okay. So this is a Blood Reaper. Strategist isn't bad. It gives you more. Actually, strategist is really good for Corn because you get increased mobility, so you can actually move farther. So Corn's whole thing is after victories and things like that, he gets to move farther. He gets to continue hunting for blood and skulls. So this building is a 3. I don't like putting buildings because like when you have a major settlement, it can go all the way up to 5. And when buildings and in like minor settlements, they can only go up to 3. So when a building's max rank is 3, I don't like putting it in my major settlement. But we're going to upgrade this one just for this turn to get a cultist. Because we want a cultist. And we're going to delete that building. And then this building, we're going to convert to a Dark Bastion as opposed to a Dimensional Breach. So, Demons of Chaos, which is what Scarbrand is, which is what most of these things are in here. These are demons. These 2 guys are demons. These 3 things are demons. These are not, and these are Mortals of Khorne. I like the Mortals of Khorne more so than the demons, but they're from the Void. When a demon dies, it gets sent back to the Void, so that's why it's a Dimensional Breach. But I like changing it to a Dark Bastion, mainly because of the growth. Growth is what grows your provinces faster. As you can see, growth all the way up through tier 5 stays at +5. Meanwhile, growth here raises +20, +30, +40. Growth helps your settlements grow. So I change it to a Dark Bastion so that it can grow. Yes, I know my lord has not moved. We don't care about that one. Alright, so now the reason why it's called Total War. And we can jump in. So a lot of games like this, like Civilization and stuff like that, you fight battles. You fight battles on the campaign map. It's kind of like luck of the draw type deal. The thing that separates Total War from the rest of the pack is that Total War allows you to jump into the battle and take control of your forces, which I think is badass, especially when you're playing a character like Scarbrand, because Scarbrand doesn't give a shit about anything. So we're fighting some greenskins. We're fighting some savage orc greenskins. So we started in the Badlands, which is home to a lot of greenskin tribes on the Warhammer map. And greenskins like a good crumpin'. Greenskins are there to fight. They don't, I guess, if you had to say it, reproduce normally. They reproduce through spores. And they do that while they fight. They basically orgasm from fighting. And when they orgasm, they release spores that grow into mushrooms. Those mushrooms grow into greenskins. I know, it's amazing. So what we're going to do is we're just going to say go. And Scarbrand's going to come over here because Scarbrand's really fast. My Doggobogos are going to go over here. And that's going to, the AI is like, no man, we do not want to get flanked. So this is a very hard campaign difficulty because I like a challenge in the campaign. We can get a little annoying sometimes, but it's normal battle difficulty because when you put the battle difficulty up really high, the AI in battle gets a lot of cheats, and I don't like that shit. You know? I don't like when the AI gets to cheat. I don't mind them cheating on the campaign map to give them bigger armies and shit like that, because that just means more blood and more skulls for Khorne. I also like to stop just outside of their archer range. You can see this is where their archers can shoot. Khorne does not have archers. Khorne's range is skull cannons, and I don't really like skull cannons all that much. So here's the bloodletters. Bloodletters of Khorne. And then here are the Chaos Warriors of Khorne. By far the best Chaos Warriors probably in the game, because they're going to get into combat and they're just going to shred through things. Bloodletters of Corn, they're very much like glass cannons. They're gonna die very quickly, but they're gonna take like 16 things with them when they die. This guy, the Exalted Blood Reaper, where the hell he is, right there. He is gonna get immediately targeted. I've done this battle a lot. He's gonna get immediately targeted by their the Orc War Boss, the general of the other army, and that greenskin is gonna do some major crumping on that guy, but it's fine because Scarbrand's gonna come in and show him all about what Scarbrand does best, which is getting in there and just getting some blood and skulls. Here's the charge. That was a really weak charge. But yeah, here we go. So these guys are going to go there. So we're actually going to go around with Scarbrand. My Doggo Boggos are in perfect position to flank their archers. Get them, and get in on their general and flank. Ooh. So Scarbrand can rampage enemies, which keeps them in the fight. So instead of running away, they continue fighting. I love it. Because it allows him to kill more. Now, the Doggo Boggos have really bad melee attack. This buff helps their melee attack, and they're just going to shred through these archers. And it's going to be amazing. We're going to get these bloodletters and these guys on that. Scarbrand's going to go jump in on their general. These guys are going to flank these savage orcs right in the back and just chop them up. The Doggo Boggos broke their archers and they lost none, which is amazing. Now they're shattered. See the skull with the flag? That means they're shattered. They will not be coming back to the battlefield. This guy is just being a total Chad. He's just going to take on 26 Orc Boar Boys, get knocked over on his ass. That's fine. Yeah, look at that. Just being a total Chad. One thing I do like doing is I like seeing their kills. So, Scarbrand got 18 kills for the 5 seconds that he was in battle, hunting down their general. This guy got 12, 70, 47, 89, 119 kills on those guys, 26. And then the Doggo Boggos got 101, and it's still going. But, anyways, that's the end of the battle. Decisive victory, because that's how we roll. That's how Scarbrand does it. That's how Dad did it. That's how Scarbrand does it. And it's worked out pretty well so far. Well, my Dr. Pepper's empty. So now it's just Jameson and ice with a little bit of Dr. Pepper in it. So this is Warhammer 3. I do enjoy this game. It is the third game in the series. I didn't play Warhammer 1. I got into it a little bit late. I got in to Warhammer 2. These are all the games I own. But this is Warhammer 2. It came out in 2017. And look at the hours that I have. I have 19,000 hours in this game. Warhammer 2. And in Warhammer 3, I have 1,823. Warhammer 3 came out last year, I think. I don't fucking remember when. September? But a lot of the Warhammer 2 hours are idle time. I would leave my computer up like a fucking irresponsible person. So yeah, when you win, see how I got skulls? And then I get money. So I got money, I got skulls. Scarbrand gained a rank. So you got experience for this battle. Now, when you win a battle, you get to choose. Do you want to get more skulls? Do you want to replenish your army? Or do you want money? we want some skulls because this is Scarbrand. This is corn. We want skulls. All we care about is skulls. So, like I said, after battles, oh yeah, everyone has a tech tree. You always get route marcher first. Campaign movement range plus 5%, so that means I can move farther in the campaign range. Which is why strategist on this guy is such a good trait, because he also adds 5% to Scarbrand's movement. Now, if you notice, this is the first settlement that we can take. Agrol Migdal. But when you click on it, it's like, oh no. See that little red little bit right there? That means I can't reach it. So whatever will I do? I want to take it on turn 1. So we do this. We do an unholy manifestation. It's Eternal War, so it summons a small hostile army that will target, and they will attack the target army immediately. So we're going to click on Scarbrand. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to do Skulls for the Skull Throne. So we're going to give Khorne some skulls. We're going to do the Eternal War. We're going to target Scarbrand, and we're going to do that to Scarbrand. So what ends up happening is a tiny little army pops up to attack Scarbrand. We can auto-resolve it, but it says medium casualties, and I don't want medium casualties, so we're going to fight this battle too. This battle will go through very quickly. We're not going to use our Chaos Warriors of Khorne. We're not going to use our Mortals, because Bloodletters, their big thing is their armor piercing. So our Chaos Warriors of Khorne would just get melted by Bloodletters. However, my Bloodletters will not, because my Bloodletters don't have armor. Their Bloodletters don't have armor. So it's going to be a long, drawn-out slog. Not really long, but it's going to be a slog. They're just going to cut through each other. Scarbrand's going to get in there. He's going to kill their enemy general, because when you kill the enemy general, the whole enemy army gets a leadership debuff. Leadership is what keeps them in the battle. When they reach 0 leadership, they run away. So we're going to keep them back here. We're going to get these guys up front. We're going to get them up front. And we're going to get Scarbrand on the flank. And we're going to say go. And I've made the mistake of throwing Scarbrand in when he's a low level too quickly before. Let's get them up here. And he just gets like he just gets stomped when he's a low level. Like, he's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Scarbrand is a freaking god, and he's thick. Look how thick that boy is. Like, damn boy, he's thick. It's a thick ass boy. Why is he so thick? Because he's fucking Scarbrand. He's also wearing a corset if you look at him. But we're not going to judge him for that because he looks awesome. Oh, these guys are fighting. Okay. So, oh yeah. Oh, look at the blob. We love the blob. So when you do skulls to the Skull Throne, and you exalt in Khorne's glory, he gives you summons. And you know what I can do? I can summon those guys right behind these guys. So not only is Scarbrand going to come in and flank, but we're going to get a free unit of Bloodletters, and they're also going to come in and flank. Look at that fucking guy. Look at him just fucking kicking people. Oh shit. So my guy's just a Blood Reaper. Their guy is an Exalted Blood Reaper. Or Exalted Herald of Khorne. Oh shit, no! He's crumbling. He's gonna die. I lost my Blood Reaper. Oh man. Oh well. I don't really like Blood Reapers that much. Like, they're good, but they don't really provide that good of army builders. But yeah, when demons get low leadership, they crumble and return to the void. They take crumbling damage. It's really cool. I lost my Blood Reaper. That fucking sucks. That sucks big time. But shit happens. I'm going to replace him with the cultist anyway. So I get 5% less movement, but Scarbrand doesn't really need that. It's nice to have, but Scarbrand doesn't need it. Because whenever Scarbrand wins a battle, he gets additional movement. Whenever Scarbrand raises a settlement, he gets additional movement. So pretty much the theme of the Scarbrand campaign, of the Khorne campaign, Khorne experience, is to never stop moving. You always want to keep fighting battles every turn. You want to keep going, get that blood, get those skulls, go. Like it is a non-stop, like you just go. Conquer the world as fast as you can. Just go. Some people like to use cheese in this game. I am one of them. I do like to cheese the AI. The AI is very easy to abuse because sometimes they're really stupid. That battle, I was stupid. I sent in my Blood Reaper and he fucking died. As you can see, the loading screens take a while. I have a solid state drive. I have an SSD. Loading still takes a while. Yeah, my old computer had a hard drive instead of a solid state drive. Loading that would have taken like 5 minutes. That would have been disgustingly long. 38 skulls isn't a big deal. 680 tributes not a big deal. Since we're gonna go fight another battle, we're gonna take the replenishment. So it replenishes my my dudes. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Inspiring Presence. So that increases the leadership aura effect, which means, aura. Any unit standing within this character's aura in battle will receive a leadership bonus. So had I had that for this last battle, my Blood Reaper probably wouldn't have died. But look at that. After that battle, this settlement is now within our movement range. So we're going to go take it. Now, this is a decisive victory, low casualties. So we're going to let the computer auto-resolve it. We got an item, called an enchanted shield. These guys took a lot of casualties, which typically, it wouldn't happen to me. Now, these are the options when you have a settlement. You can occupy it at the cost of 2,500 skulls. That's disgusting. You can sack it. You get money and 5% replenishment. You can raise it for skulls for the Skull Throne, or you can do blood for the Blood God. You raise the settlement still. You get 5% replenishment, and a Blood Host spawns. Blood Hosts used to not have upkeep cost, which is what supply lines, so additional armies having additional costs added to them because of supply lines. Blood Hosts used to not have supply lines. So Khorne was disgusting. You could do a full map completion in like 80 turns because Blood Hosts can spawn more Blood Hosts and you just keep going. Blood Hosts now have a reduced upkeep cost. So they cost money, but we're still going to get them out. See how my income went down to 315? That hurts. But it's a random army. It's random. I didn't get to decide what this army is. We got 2 skull cannons. Awesome. We got 2 flesh hounds of Khorne. Amazing. We got some bloodletters, and then we got exalted bloodletters. That is awesome. That is a really strong army. Notice he has this timer up here. He's immune to bloodthirst attrition, meaning after 4 turns, this army will start to take damage. Like the units will start to take attrition. They'll start being sent back to the warp. The way to keep this army going, it will not replenish. It fights until it goes away. But to extend this timer, you have to keep fighting. You have to send it into battle. So what we're going to do with this guy is we're going to send him to take Gorgazan. That is the 3rd settlement in Khorne's starting province. Okay? Khorne has a unique ability where you raise a settlement. It's called Drawn to Destruction. Khorne armies, as long as you occupy a settlement in a region, not necessarily the capital settlement in the province, as long as you occupy one of these. So say I did not, Death Gorge was raised, Agral Migdal was raised, but I occupied Gorgazan, I have a random chance every turn to automatically occupy these. So, typically what you want to spend your skulls on is the major province. Now, there's a little bit of a issue with the with the next move we're going to do. I'm going to take replenishment. So this is Blood Feast, replenishment. Brutal Charge, I will eventually get. This, so every character has 4 lines, more or less. They have a blue line, which helps like their recruitment cost, replenishment. Despoilers gives them money from raiding, So this is like just a general, like support. Upkeep, minus 3%. They get more skulls from kills, blah blah blah. That's the blue line. Red line increases their troops. The troops under their command get buffs. Red line is essential. Blue line, certain things are essential. Yellow line increases the actual lord themselves. So this makes them better fighters. Scarbrand's already a really good fighter. So later on, I can upgrade Scarbrand. But max level is 50, so they only get 49 skill points. So you have to be conscious where you spend them. We're going to put it in Blend Feast, so Scarbrand can get additional replenishment. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to go take Floating Village. Now, this guy is Malagor. He's a Beastman. Beastmen worship Chaos. They don't worship a monogod Chaos. So Scarbrand worships Khorne, follows only Khorne. Beastmen, there are some monogod Beastmen out there. Malagor's not one of them. He just worships the Chaos Pantheon. So this is the diplomacy screen, so you can do diplomacy. Non-aggression pact, and they made diplomacy really easy. Now I can see the non-aggression pact will pass, and actually Malagor will give me money if I balance the offer. He's going to give me almost 6,000 gold just to do a non-aggression pact. So we're going to take it. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to join war against the only faction that he's at war with. See how it's a diplomatic treaty 3.0? We're going to balance it. He doesn't have any money. We took all his money. So we're not going to do that. AI factions automatically get money every turn. We're not going to do that. We're not going to take a treaty to go to war with another faction that doesn't get us anything. So Scarbrand can go into Encamp stance or Demonic Portal stance. It's Encamp stance. That allows him to recruit. Well, we're going to recruit because it takes a long time for this to upgrade. While this is just this, before it upgrades to this, we can recruit Bloodletters of Khorne. So while it's upgrading, we can recruit Bloodletters, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get 3 Bloodletters. Now, it says global and local. Local recruitment's not available when you're in foreign territory. You have to have a recruitment building. Global means you can recruit as long as you're in Encamp stance anywhere. But the cost is increased astronomically. Okay? But we're going to recruit 3 Bloodletters. So next turn, when I hit end turn down here, once the turn ends, I'll have 3 more Bloodletters. We're going to take Floating Village because I already know that Malagor is not at war with the Top Knots. This is the faction Top Knots. He's not at war with them. He's not going to go for them. Malagor is going to go north. He's going to go from Morgheim. Actually, first what he's going to do is he's going to take the settlement that he's standing right next to, which is Sunken Kernark, whatever it is. He's going to take that settlement, and Beastmen have a unique thing, and I'll tell you a little bit about it on the next turn. So that's pretty much everything I can do this turn. I can look into the diplomacy, I can hit quick deal. Skaven won a deal, I will take that. So notice how it's 5.4. Military access means that I can trespass in their lands with no diplomatic repercussions, but it takes it down to 0.3, which means I get 40 gold, which sucks balls. So we're going to say no. We're going to do this, and that means they're going to give me 899, and we're going to take that. Because we don't want to fight the Skaven. We just don't. Skaven suck. There's the Red Fangs, but they're at war with Skaven. We don't want to piss off the Skaven, right now, at least. So we're not going to do that. These guys, they're at war with Thoric. Thoric Ironbrow. An Ironbrow's expedition. Thoric will hate us no matter what. He's a dwarf. Dwarves hate chaos. So we're going to do that. Okay? That's just free money. Those guys are going to get wiped out like next turn. Gives you, all this crap, and the likelihood that it'll succeed. Red Fangs, they will give me a non-aggression pack. But whenever you have treaties with enemies of these guys, so look at this. Treaties with Clan Moors, I get 15 plus relations. These guys, I have a treaty with Clan Moors, -6. So if I made a treaty with them of non-aggression, that would piss off Queek from Clan Moors. The Skaven, the rat, which are rat people. Skaven suck to fight. I hate fighting Skaven. There's never a good opportunity to fight Skaven. But Skaven are also kind of forces of chaos. They worship the Great Horned Rat, which is a lesser god in the realm of chaos. And they work with chaos when it suits them. Chaos also works with Beastmen and Skaven when it suits them as well. So they're all kind of trying to use each other to get to the top. The only problem with Skaven is they like to backstab. They're sneaky little rats. You know, they're little rat men. So that guy's gonna move. We're actually gonna do forced march stance, which means he gets a little bit extra movement. That way we can get here and take this out sooner. Okay. Now, Malagor occupied Sunken Kurnock. When Beastmen occupy a settlement, they spread a blood ground. Sounds good to me because Khorne loves blood. The problem is when Beastmen spread blood grounds and they raise the settlements, they have to raise the settlement in the blood ground. When they raise that settlement, after a while they can do the ritual of blood or whatever it's called, and these settlements become unoccupiable. You cannot take them. Khorne doesn't give a shit about that. The drawn to destruction mechanic is not hindered by that. So I don't really care what Malagor does, because he's not going to stop me. He's not. Now, we got 3 more bloodletters. We're going to grab 3 more. Notice my upkeep is now -265. Not great. That means I'm losing money every turn. If this hits 0 and I have a negative income, I'll start taking attrition. The main cost of my army is this army. 1,284. It's going to serve its purpose, though. It's going to sack settlements. It's going to raise settlements. It's going to get me money. Now, we deleted that one building. This one's going to raise. That way, when this one gets up, this one, we get a cultist. I want a cultist. Cultists are awesome. They're really good fighters, at least for Khorne. But now I have a free build slot for something that can go all the way up to 4. We're going to do this building. It increases their hero recruit rank. It spreads Khorne corruption. And it gives you income. All Khorne buildings give income, but just a little bit. Actually, this one doesn't. Most, like the majority of them, give income. Walls, these are the defensive buildings. They don't give income. This is a this protects against Skaven. Skaven do things called undercities, where they make a city underneath your city. This increases the chance that that undercity will be detected. It's a good building. See, these all give money, money, money. What we want is we want these guys, Chosen of Khorne, and then we also want Chosen of Khorne dual weapons, and we want some more Bloodthirsters. They're not exalted Bloodthirsters. They're just regular old Bloodthirsters. But they're still gods at fighting. No greater demon can take on a Bloodthirster. Like, Bloodthirsters are greater demons. No other greater demon can take a Bloodthirster in one-on-one combat and win. I finished my first drink. Time for drink 2. Which is my second beer of the night, but that first beer already won. Now, my hands are bad. I don't know if I've told you that my hands are bad. So, I know Shiners are twist tops, but I use a bottle opener because my hands are terrible. Because even that hurt my hand to use a bottle opener. But yeah, cheers. Look at that. Look at that. 933, 932. Which means I will go bankrupt in the next turn. We're not going to let that happen, though. We're going to go here. We're going to go into raid stance. So we're going to make a little bit of money. Okay? That will keep me going for one turn. If I wasn't raiding, I would have lost more money than I was making. Therefore, I would have started taking attrition. Okay? Don't like that. But this is going to help out a lot, too. We are right next to him. See how it says low funds? Income next turn, minus 895. Total income 320. So I will lose 895 of my 932 gold treasury. I don't want to do that. It won't cause any kind of problem, but this is the exact reason why we waited to talk to Malagor. Now we're going to join his war, and he's going to give me 415. Not a lot. Doesn't matter, though. It keeps me in the positive. That's the plus side. Khorne doesn't need a lot of money to continue going, but he needs to stay in the positive. Otherwise, his armies will start to take attrition. Okay. So that's pretty much all I can do this turn. I have this building constructing. Until this hits rank 3, I can't put this up to 3. Next turn, I'll be able to recruit a cultist. Next turn, also, I'm going to have 2 battles to fight. And we're going to sack both of those settlements, and then we're going to raise them the following turn. You can, usually what you can do is you can sack and then occupy. You can't sack it and then raise it. You can only sack it and then it's left alone for a turn, and then you go in again on the following turn, and that's when you raise it. Or you can just raise it straight up from the ground. Or you can just occupy it. Khorne doesn't like occupying settlements because you know why? I spend skulls, and I don't want to spend skulls on occupying things. So this guy's going to go. Look at that. Pyrrhic victory. You know why I don't care that it's a Pyrrhic victory and it's going to take a lot of losses? Because this army is expendable. I don't give a shit about this army. It is a summoned army. It doesn't matter. However, I'm going to fight the battle manually because I'll take less casualties. So they've got some Savage Orc Archers, Savage Orc Boar Boys. Those Boar Boys don't even know what's going to hit them when these Bloodhounds hit them. Bloodhounds have anti-large, so they're going to get in there and just going to shred them to pieces. These Exalted Bloodletters are going to carve through all of this. They don't give a shit that these are Savage Orc big guns. They don't give a shit. Skull Cannons are going to shoot them from far. Furies are going to chase off routing units. Bloodletters are going to get in and do Bloodletter things. Exalted Bloodletters are going to get in there and do Bloodletter things. This Exalted Blood Reaper, he's going to get in there and he's just going to fucking kill people. Because that is what we're about. So, we're going to go like this. These guys are going to hang back a little bit because they're going to look for the best opportunity to get on the big guns. Because the big guns are bigger and harder. They got 2 weapons in each hand. They got 1 weapon in each hand. These guys only have 1. These guys are more dangerous. So we're going to put our better troops on their more dangerous ones. But our Skull Cannons are going to shoot the shit. Skull Cannons are awesome. They're ranged. When they run out of ammo, they can go into melee. And when they kill things in melee, they replenish their ammo. Amazing. Amazing. So these are flesh hounds. I'm sorry. I call them bloodhounds. They're flesh hounds. But they are Khorne's best Doggo-Boggos. They are bigger than the other Doggo-Boggos and significantly better. They are going to hop on those Boar Boys and they're going to just eviscerate them. And the Furies are going to chase off routing units. So if something's running away, these Furies are going to get on them and they're going to make sure that they're going to escort them off the battlefield. Since this is a settlement battle, I don't need to chase things down. Once this army loses, once I win, that settlement is mine. I can do with whatever I want. Anyone that runs off the battlefield, they're automatically dead. Okay? So, shoot them. Doggabagos, get over here. You guys. Go. CIA's on a wyvern. That means he's flying. I could probably get my Furies on him, but I'm not going to. Because it's a settlement, and the settlement has garrison, they have reinforcements. It's not going to help them. Alright. Oh, this one. Go. Punch on the big guns. Again, army is expendable. I don't care what happens to this army. But I do want to win this battle with as least casualties as possible. So, what we're going to do is we're going to flank their archers right off the bat with the summon. It's going to distract them. These guys are probably going to turn around, and then they're going to get flanked by my army. Look at this. Predictable AI. Look at this shit. These guys are coming for the skull cannons. Doesn't even matter. Doggabagos, go. Looks like they're going to be fighting some big guns. Don't fight the big guns. Why don't you guys go up this way? So, these guys are going to get into some trouble, but who cares? These are my exalted ones. They're going to go over here and kill their big guns. These guys are going to go kill them. Sometimes you have to tell your army who to kill. Now, this guy's going to try and take off and fly away. But you can't when you're in melee. So this bloodletter is being a fucking Chad. He's not letting this guy go get up back in melee. Our exalted bloodletters are destroying these things. Oh, Doggabagos, get on those archers. So 1-to-1, you get on them, you get on them. Skull cannons are almost out of ammo. Oh, so get on them, chase them off the battlefield. We're going to angle our skull cannons, and we're actually going to start shooting at their general. These guys are going to go over here. Look at this shit. Oh, yeah, bro. We're going to give these guys a buff. That's going to make these guys fight better. So they're going to get in there and they're just going to fucking kill some bitches. Go. Get on the general. Okay, that's fine. Get in melee. Skull cannons are going to get in melee and they're going to chase these guys off the battlefield. While they're chasing those guys off the battlefield, they are going to replenish their ammo, which is skulls. They shoot skulls. It's a long-ranged headbutt. Our exalted bloodletters are getting a little bit torn up. So we're going to send our doggos in on them. But their main force, we're going to flank them with the summon. Summons are great for flanking because the enemy can't do anything against it. So these Furies need to go chase that general off the battlefield. These guys need to get back into combat. These guys can... don't automatically fire. Get in there. Doggabagos, get on these. See how they have a buff now? They have this, the Hellblade. That means they've gotten over 80 kills. They're just in there, and they're just living their best life. Their best demonic life. Boom, and that's a victory. Easy peasy. These summons flanked them. That broke their leadership. Now they're running, and we're just going to slaughter them. But, like I said, it's a settlement battle. I don't need to continue doing that battle. Because, did I just click rematch? No, I clicked in battle. Thank God. Because you can rematch battles. So say you fight a battle and you lose and you see what made you lose. Rematch that battle. Fight it again. Try and win. Win with as little casualties as possible. Because the less casualties you take, the stronger your army recovers, the more you can keep going. And that is a constant for all factions. All factions. Keep pushing. Keep going. Don't give the AI time to think. The AI can think a lot faster than you. They can control all these units, all, 1,100, 1,200 units that they have on the field. They can control them all simultaneously. You can't. So don't give them time to think. Don't give it time to work out the kinks in their strategy. Just fucking bum rush them and kill them. You know? That's what they're weak against. Be unpredictable, because the AI cannot predict you if you're unpredictable. So I'm gonna work on Dead Space. Working tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get it to work. Maybe tomorrow night I can do a sober Dead Space stream, because I'm gonna drink all my alcohol tonight. But this game has a lot of story, a lot of lore, a lot of characters. I think there's like 70 some odd legendary lords. Now, the difference between your legendary lord and just a regular lord, see, we're going to stack that. So we stacked it, so we got money out of it. And then we're going to go right back into camp stance. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're just going to stay there. We're just going to stay there. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go into this. So demonic armies need the winds of magic come from the vortex. The vortex is where the winds of magic are allowed to flow from. This is where magic comes from. It was originally a portal to chaos. The high elves closed it up. Winds of magic flow from the vortex. It allows people to use magic. Demonic armies, in order to survive, need winds of magic. See how the 10% less physical resistance, -5 leadership, and -5% casualty replenishment? We don't like that. We need winds of magic to survive. See, demon factions suffer penalties when at low winds of magic and receive bonuses when it's high. So when it's in this range, it's neutral. When it's high, they get bonuses. Pretty much the opposite of those. To get winds of magic, we're going to go into combat trials. So my army is going to fight within itself. So I take attrition, but it raises the winds of magic. Scarbrand's winds of magic are at a neutral level, 35. So he's not getting any bonuses, which is fine. But now we're going to fight this as Scarbrand. Low casualties, decisive victory. Don't need to fight it. We're going to do that, and we're also going to sack this with Scarbrand. But now Scarbrand can raid. 41 gold, not a lot of gold. Doesn't matter, though. Does not matter. We're going to do more more casualty replenishment. Now, because I've got 5,496, I'm only losing 742. We're going to grab a cultist. So we have Heralder Aerothane with Serial Killer Instinct. Skulls collected from skull piles, whatever. We have Pav Shiptaker, aggressive. Weapon strength plus 10% charge bonus, that's great. And then we have Azavar Torgerson, melee attack and weapon strength. I like that a lot. So now we summon this character. He's on the battlefield, or he's on the campaign map. He's got 2 skill points to spend, so we're going to spend them. We're going to put it in armor. He has to have brutal charge. We're going to put it in armor because that's going to give him a little bit of survivability. Now, the cool thing about cultists is when you put them in armies. So look at this. When I go to put him in army, he increases the replenishment. So casualties will fill up faster. You know, they'll fill in ranks faster. They won't. It won't take as long to replenish casualties. And then he has this that he can get at rank 1, 5, and 10. And at max rank, replenishment rate is increased by an additional 9%. Meaning he's giving 17% additional replenishment to Scarbrand's army. It's amazing. Scarbrand will suffer casualties, and then the next turn, they'll be fine. Like, these all are going to replenish in one turn. These, however, are going to take 2. With that cultist in there, they would probably only take 1. So, done with that turn, we're going to go to the next one. This game is different every time you play it. That's the replayability. You have so many lords to pick from that start in way random places on the map. Like completely different places on the map. And every time you play it, it is different. It's never the same thing twice. The AI is always changing. It's always trying to figure out the best way to fuck you up. To fuck you over. So, I sacked it last turn. I did not occupy it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Low, decisive victory. We're going to do that. And now we're going to raise it for the skull throne. Give me 1,000 skulls. Now we're going to go fight this guy. If we lose, we lose. Does not matter with this army. I don't care about it. Same thing here. We're going to attack. We're going to auto-resolve because it's, you know, decisive victory. We're going to grab some skulls. Scarbrand's on a skill point. More blood feast, more replenishment. I know it's like, why do you need so much replenishment? Well, you need a lot of replenishment because, you know, more replenishment means you can continue going. So this guy will be able to get in Scarbrand's army next turn. See how there's a little red right there? Can't make it this turn. Doesn't matter. But because we have such high replenishment, we're going to try and get Scarbrand's Winds of Magic up. So Scarbrand's got Bloodletting at this rank, which means upkeep is reduced by 10%. Growth, all provinces, plus 45. Casualty replenishment, all armies, plus 2%. Corn corruption, plus 2, local province. And global recruitment duration, minus 1 turn. Meaning things that would take, you know, 2 turns, take 1. 3 turns, take 2. So this will rank up the next turn, which will open up the ability to upgrade it. Once I upgrade it, it'll open this slot. Once I upgrade it to 4, it opens 2 slots, 5, opens the last 2 slots. It's great. These guys, honestly, if Mash One Finger decides to come over and fight this, he might lose. These guys might lose. I don't really care because it's going to slow this guy down. Now, also, like I said, when Khorne raises corruptions, or when Khorne raises settlements and his corruption is high, he has a chance of randomly occupying raised settlements as long as he has 1 settlement in there. So I can randomly occupy these next settlements, and that's going to cost money to build up. But I don't really care. Look, now Clan Wars will give me military access, and they'll pay me so that I can trespass in their lands. This is when you do this. You talk to Clan Wars, and you tell them, hey, I'll join war against the Red Fangs, and you can give me a defensive alliance. Which means if someone declares war on me, they'll go help fight them. Which means now I can build an outpost in their lands and get some of their units that I can recruit. I can only recruit 4 of their units. It sucks, but you can only recruit 4. Now, I don't want to build an outpost. All of their settlements suck right now. You know, because I can see what they're building. They're not building anything good. I want Skaven weapons teams. So I'm going to wait until they take Crooked Fang Court, which they'll probably do it next turn. Then they're going to go take Carrick Asgald, which again, they might do next turn. I don't know. Once they start building a weapons depot, that's when I'm going to build an outpost in that settlement so that I can recruit Skaven weapons teams, which are by far Ratling guns. They're like little mini guns that the rats carry. By far the best Skaven unit. By far. They're so fucking good. Khorne doesn't have missile troops, but I do like having missile troops in my army. Look at that. He attacked. Pyrrhic victory, medium casualties. Like I said, I don't care about this army. Yeah, I'm going to lose my Exalted Bloodletters, but I don't care. So we're going to do that. And we're going to take the money. Actually, no, we're going to take the replenishment. Because now we can go take Stormhenge. And we're just going to sack it and then raise it. So since I have a defensive alliance, Clan Wars decided to build their outpost in my capital. When their outpost is done, they'll add troops to my capital's garrison. Not good troops, but they'll add troops to it nonetheless. So see, I'm at war with them.
No.
Because there's an X over them. I wonder if Malagor's not going to give me anything. He doesn't give a shit. Doesn't matter. Scarbrand is So we're gonna add the cultist
Devotee of the
to
Lord.
Scarbrand's army. And now we're gonna go take Morkheim. I know Malagor wants Morkheim. I don't give a shit what Malagor wants. If I can reduce more Malagor to one province, that's great. This is the tech tree. Things make your troops better. Khorne has 8 pillars because his number is 8. You have to research 3 from this pillar to move on to this one. 3, and then 3, and then 3, and 3, and 3, and 3. So I did spread rage, which plus 5% chance to automatically colonize ruined regions in province at turn start. That's great. I always go down to blood feasting. This banner increases. This gives regeneration as long as the person whose banner you put it on is in melee. Can you guess who I'm going to put that on? I'll give you a hint. He's right here and he's pissed off. Eventually he gets a skill point called Drinker of Blood. He gets passive ability Gore Feast. If he's in melee, he replenishes hit points of himself. That stacked with that banner means he does not take damage. Because replenishment means his health will go up the longer he stays in battle. It does cap out, but I mean, it's never gonna. Scarbrand's never really gonna get close to that. So look at these fucking Draconians. So we're gonna take this. It's a Pyrrhic victory, high casualties. Again, I don't care about this army. We're gonna sack it for some money. These guys are gonna sit right here, and the next turn there will be a garrison. These guys will lose against that garrison, but again, I don't really care. We're not gonna build an outpost yet. I don't know where he's gonna build his weapons theme depot. Scarbrand's right here. I guarantee you this army and this army will either come down. They will probably come down and attack Scarbrand. Malagor will take their capital and he'll probably raise it, which is fine. Because if he raises it, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go occupy Floating Village. Because if I occupy Floating Village, I'll automatically colonize Morgan.
Brothers of destruction.
I'll also automatically colonize these. Eventually, it'll happen. So these are all the factions that I've encountered. All of them hate me, but it does not matter. If they want to go to war with Scarbrand, then Scarbrand will kill them. He's going to ask me to go to war with these guys. I don't want to do it. Not for 400 gold. I don't want to go to war with another faction. It's not what I want to do. Not even a little bit. I've got my own wars to fight. So, these guys, the Knights of Origo.
Armored in faith.
They're Bretonnians, so they're primarily equestrians, so they're cavalry units. These guys don't really recruit cavalry, though. So, crushing defeat? Cool, whatever. Well, I got 25 skulls from that. These guys want this settlement. They're not at war with the Top Knots.
Only the Grail companions of old could hope.
You know where they're actually going?
Do you know
They
who I
want to
am?
occupy Gorgazan. And if they do, I will declare war on them, and I will take Gorgazan from them. So, Malagor next turn is more than likely going to take more points. I thought he was going to do it this turn. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and beat him. If he doesn't do it this turn, then we'll beat him there and we'll take it next turn. And we're going to go into a... So, because these guys are vampires, vampire counts desecrate the land, and they make every army take attrition. For some reason, I'm not taking attrition, but whatever. They make every army take attrition, especially living armies, because vampires are considered undead. They're weak against fire, they're weak against like light, and shit like that. Scarbrand does a lot of fire damage. It's just what he does. So I can recruit another lord. Discipline is really good. Gives you leadership and melee attack for the entire army. Weapon Master is also really good. You can also get a mortal chaos, a mortal lord. This is really good. Missile resistance plus 25% and physical resistance plus 5%. That is a really good trait. However, like I said, I've played this before. I can load in. I don't know what these guys are bugged, but I've got these guys that I can load in from previous campaigns. Gargan, Eightfold, Silas. They're all exalted bloodthirsters. For some reason, these guys' pictures are bugged out, and it gives you a picture of a Kislev Boyar. That's not what they look like. They look like exalted bloodthirsters. But they cost a lot of money because they're max rank, so we're going to wait. We will get them later on in the campaign, don't get me wrong. We will get them. Okay, so I am suffering attrition. Oh, because I put them in combat trials, right? See how my income is now positive because that other army died? It works. That army did exactly what I wanted it to do, which is they weakened the top knots, they raised the settlement, and they got me money. They earned me more money than they cost. That's exactly what I wanted them to do. I don't use blood hosts often because they cost money, but when I do, that's what I use them for. Okay, so Malagor did besiege this. This garrison will die next turn. It'll be wiped out from attrition. So we're going to chill here. We're going to keep raising our winds of magic. We're going to chill right here. And we're going to wait for that to happen. Now, I automatically occupied Gorgazan and Agro Migdal. So we're going to bump these up. Like I said, foreign factions automatically occupy things. So because I occupied all three things, I can put a commandment over the province. I always start off with this one. Foster cults, because it construction cost -10 for all buildings, and it raises corn corruption. The other ones are really good too. Like this one, melee attack plus 1% for all armies, income from all buildings. Control plus 4, chance of plague spreading -40, campaign movement range for enemies, melee attack plus 1. This one, kill recruit rank plus 1, local recruitment capacity plus 1, and melee attack plus 1%. That's also really good. Usually I do this one if I'm recruiting, otherwise I do this one. This one, eh. See these guys? They're trespassing in my lands. I don't want these guys trespassing in my lands, so I'm going to send them a trespass warning. Like, get out of here, or I'm going to go to war with you. Now, Crooked Mutinous Gits. They will give me money to give them a non-aggression pact. They're at war with my allies, though. If I do this, they'll only give me 362. And that risks Clan Wars canceling the defensive treaty that we have when I want a military alliance with them, because then I can order them around. Personally, I'd love to vassalize them, but they won't let me do that. So they have allied missions available, Clan Wars, which means we can do war coordination. Get that out of here. Then I can say, what's your ally mission? They want me to defeat Nagbab in battle. And I get 12 allegiance points. You spend allegiance points on telling them what to do, and you get you can recruit their units from your outpost in their lands. That's pretty good. However, why would I accept that when Queek is going to go down there and do it for me? He's going to go take Karak Asgal. I don't want to accept that mission, because then I would immediately fail it. I don't get anything from failing it, but I don't lose anything from failing it, but I don't get anything from failing it. So why would I accept a mission that I'm going to fail? That's stupid. Now watch. After Malagor's turn passes, he's going to raise this settlement. But I don't think it'll give him enough to do the ritual of ruination. Boom, raised. Doesn't give him enough to do the ritual of ruination. That's fine. Oh yeah, it did. See how it has the symbol now? It has the symbol now. I can't occupy these. So what we're going to do now is we're going to attack these things. Malagor is going to come in and help, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to lose this battle. And we're going to let Malagor take a lot of attrition. Okay? Sometimes losing a battle works in your favor if you can fuck over the AI. Because what I want is I want this army to win, and then I want this army to go over and raise Malagor's settlement. If they raise Malagor's settlement, then I can occupy their lands. So we're gonna fight this battle. Malagor will probably win. Malagor is a very strong lord. So what we're going to do is as soon as Malagor's army comes in, because they're my reinforcements, they come in after like a minute or two. As soon as Malagor's forces come in, my army's going to retreat off the battlefield. Or we're going to watch the AI duke it out. Their army is super weak because they've got 6 units of zombies. However, they've got 2 units of Cairn Wraiths and 2 units of Graveguard. So they've got Graveguard with great weapons, Cairn Wraiths, which are ethereal, so they don't take physical damage, Graveguards with shields, Crypt Ghouls, which move stealth, Dogobagos, Bats, and then a Corpse Cart. That Corpse Cart will buff any enemy units again. If I were playing this vampire army, I would blob. Vampires are great at blobbing, because then this Corpse Cart, which gives melee defense, melee attack, and vigor per second to everyone in this aura range, I'd blob, and everyone would get that buff. All my entire army. But like I said, as soon as Malagor comes in a minute and 46 seconds, we're gonna run off the battlefield. We're not even gonna face the enemy. We're gonna come all the way over here, and we're gonna get ready to run off the battlefield. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna move right to the edge of the battlefield. As soon as they come in, so we're at triple speed, so makes it move faster. They're waiting for me to attack. Maybe they're not. They're advancing. Doesn't matter. Their bats are coming in to get killed. I can't do anything against that. Like the bats are just gonna, if they come in and attack, they're gonna die. Alright, Malagor's forces are now entering the battlefield. We're gonna run off the field. So my entire army just left. Malagor's forces are going to trickle in. Malagor's going to get fucking circle beat by some bats. And that's hilarious to me. Malagor flies. He's killing a lot of bats, though. He's casting magic. This Doom Bull, or Gore Bull, is going to get in there, and he's just going to cause some major problems. Gore Bulls are so good. But again, these are ethereal units. When they take, vampires are like demons. When they take significant casualties and they start to lose, they crumble and disappear. So these Ungor Spearmen will trade pretty well with these zombies. They'll probably come out winning. Ungor Spearmen with the Gorbel, these guys are going to get just wrecked. This Gorbel is going to do so good. He's a Minotaur with a giant two-handed axe. He's going to do so good. The thing I want to see is I want to see where these Graveguard are going to get in. These Graveguard that are just running over here doing nothing. Where are the Graveguard? Oh, they're right here. So the Graveguard with great weapons are in this fight. That kind of sucks because that means the Gorbel is going to wipe them out. I wanted them to do more. Both units of Graveguard are in here. Malagor's Giant is also in here. These Graveguard are going to get circle beat and just absolutely eviscerated. Their Chaos Warhounds are running away. These Crypt Ghouls are losing. These Cairn Wraiths are doing weird things. These archers are shooting. These archers are shooting. They're going to lose. Like the AI vampires, they're going to lose. See, Lord recently died, critical binding. They're going to get army losses pretty soon, and they're just going to die. It's fine, though. I'm fine with that outcome. Malagor took damage. I didn't, and I won the battle because I initiated the attack. So I get all the rewards. I get all the rewards and none of the casualties. And you know what we're going to do next? We're going to backstab Malagor. We're going to backstab Malagor. We're going to fuck him up. Because he just took a lot of damage. So we're going to backstab him. We're going to attack him. Because we don't care. No one is friends with Khorne. No one is friends with us. Even the Skaven are kind of like, eh. As long as you don't kill us, we'll be your friend. No one's friends with Khorne. And Khorne doesn't care. Beer down. Beer up. So, sorry we couldn't play Dead Space and get drunk. But at least we're still getting drunk. That's the good thing. There it is. No words escape me. So look at that. I took 0 casualties. He took 176 casualties. But I get to decide what I want to do with this army. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take money. Cyrus and Morcane are gone. That faction is eliminated from the game. You will never see them again. Now, my cultist got a mount. Where's this thing? He got a mount. He got a Chaos Steed. I don't like that. No mount. I like him on foot with the rest of his troops. Alright, so Scarbrand got another skill point. He can get Brutal Charge. He can get Brass Collar, which increases his spell resistance. Thick Skin, which increases his missile resistance, which is really good because Scarbrand's big. Or Hate Slanesh. Slanesh is the youngest brother of the Chaos Gods. He's the youngest one, and Khorne fucking hates him. So Khorne troops hate Slanesh. But we're not going to do that. We don't give a shit about that. We're going to do Skull Takers. It's going to buff my Bloodletters. And then this guy, he's going to get more Thick Skin. Because why not? Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try and get money from Malagor. Because Beastmen usually give you money, if you ask. See? He's going to give me 3,000 gold for no reason. I'm going to take it. He just gave me 3,000 gold. He just fought a battle for me and won. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to backstab him. Now, because I have a non-aggression pact with him, I'm violating a treaty. People don't like when you violate treaties. A lot of people don't like it. But I don't give a shit. See how my reliability is now very low? I don't give a shit. Look at this crap. Low casualties, close victory? Hell yeah, we're all to resolve that. Fuck you, Malagor. You're gone. Like, your army is now dead. Melee attack plus 10, fighting against Beastmen. Excellent. So you know what we're going to do now? We're going to go take Malagor's Hearthstone, which is like his capital, and we're going to raise it. We're going to get rid of it. Because once we get rid of that... More Skull Takers? Once we take rid of that, we can occupy Mordheim. Thick Skin. Outpost is available. I still can't recruit the units I want to recruit out of Skaven. He's not building a weapons depot. He hasn't taken Crack Asgol yet. Don't care about it. These are still upgrading. That's good. In 3 turns, I'll have 2 population surplus, and I can upgrade again. Now, the only thing I got to worry about is Warzag. Warzag will attack me. Minus 55. Very unfriendly. 128. He's strength rank 3. Of all of the factions in the map, he is strength rank 3. I am 128. Top knots are 219. Bet you I can get some treaties done. Actually, no, I can't. When you get very low reliability, you can't get any treaties done. It just don't work. But we don't care.
It will be done.
We really don't. 10 turns in, we're in a very good start. It's a very good start. Skaven are doing Skaven things. That's great. They protect my eastern border. I don't have to worry about anything coming from the northeast because the Skaven are there. Now I just have to worry about things coming from the west, the south, and the north. 3 fronts is a lot better than 4. So, that's how we're going to do it. Look at that. Look at that. Red Fangs are gone. Skaven wiped them out.
Master of death.
Good job. Still no weapons depots. Yeah, still no weapons depots. I need them to build the weapons depot in the major settlement, not a minor. But we're still not going to build that. So Skaven are at war with Karak Azgal, or Karak Azul, which are some dwarves. I love the dwarves.
You
They're my
dare
buds.
approach a lord of the
But what we're going to do... What's up, Skaven? We're going to join your war against them. And you're going to give me 881 gold. And I'm going to take that gold. And I'm going to use it for stuff. Because you know what? These guys, even if they come down and try and attack me, we're going to tell Queek to go get them. Doesn't matter to me. I don't care what the AI does. They're working for me. So here's Sunken Kernark, which is Malagor's province. Now, I can recruit Chaos Warriors of Khorne through global recruitment. I like to have even numbers. Got 9. There's 2. There's 5. I won't be able to have an even number. But what we're going to do, so we have 5 to 9. I can get 3 more in my army. So that'll be 8. And we're going to do this. It's 8. So what we did is we used 1 unit and we refilled these other ones. I think it's kind of cool. So we'll have 8 and 8. We'll have the Chaos Warriors with their shields form the front line, and the Exalted Bloodletters, or the Bloodletters, who are glass cannons, they will form the secondary line, and they will get in there, and where the Chaos Warriors will hold and not take a lot of casualties, the Bloodletters will go in, and they will cause a lot of casualties. That's what you want to do. You want to intermingle your glass cannons with a high defensive unit. That way your glass cannons don't get eliminated, and your highly defensible units, which are these guys, can protect them. So he's got armor. We're gonna make him even more defensible. Hard to hit. So if you missed it, the research finished in my ancillaries, and now we have Bloodfeaster's banner. That's gonna go on to Scarbrand, and he's gonna basically get health while he attacks and kills people. So now we're gonna get these last 3. My army will almost be maxed out. It has room for 1. Typically, that's where the other guy would go. But he died. It's okay, though. I don't like to use any of these yet. Like serial killing. Serial killing gives you Sounds of War. Sounds of War gives you Slaughterer's Pride, which gives you dog fighting, which gives you Wrathful Slaughter. Wrathful Slaughter drops the Sword of Khorne. It is a huge army ability that just kills units. That's what it's for. During battle, you can drop the Sword of Khorne on some enemies, and it fucking eats them. It just fucking eats them. Just kills them. So I'm gonna go into more negative here. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna get money. We'll be fine. Trust me, because we're gonna take out Sunken Kernark, Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to occupy Sunken Karnak for skull with skulls. We'll automatically colonize Morgheim as long as Skaven don't take it, which typically they don't. I've never seen them take it. And we're going to and then we'll automatically take Floating Village as well. While we have Sunken Karnak and Malagor gone, once that's done and we occupy that, we're going to go take Galboraz, which is this settlement right here. But only once Malagor's gone. I can't reach it. Yeah, moving very slow. This is one of the worst parts about the Badlands. So, these are now rank 1. I can do things with them. I can do iron. And here, just basic buildings. So I'm going to do iron there. And here, I'm going to do this one. Actually, nope. I'm going to do this one for control. When you have high control, it helps your growth. Now, I'll still stay positive. 689 from 1396. I'll still stay positive. We're going to get rid of that. I don't like that quest. Let's third. So he still wants me to join war against the Crooked Mutinous Gits, and he upped his price. Still not enough. Still not enough. He gives me like 6,000, then maybe I'll do it. A good thing to watch with the AI is, like, say Queek is winning against them, he's getting ready to wipe them out. The Crooked Mutinous Gits, like, they've got one settlement. They're about to get wiped out. He'd be like, hey, I'll join war with you now. So like these guys, they have 2 settlements. You can also click on them because I know them. They have 2 settlements. So Queek's going to take Vallejo Sorrow. He's going to take Vallejo Sorrow. Once Vallejo Sorrow is gone and he besieges Karakay Peaks, that's when I'll offer to join war with him. And he'll pay me to join that war, even though I will not do anything to help that war. And you know what's funny is, his relations will go up because of that. He'll like me more because I offered to join that war. So this is the Bloodfeaster's banner. Gives regeneration of melee content. Decisive victory. Low casualties. Don't care about it. We're going to sack it. Armor of Fortune is really good. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. So Scarbrand is going to max out Skull Takers. We're going to take off the Enchanted Shield. We're going to give him the Armor of Fortune. We're going to give the Enchanted Shield to this guy. Now what we're going to do, since we sacked it, is we're going to occupy it. And Harbingers of Disaster are gone. Malagor is eliminated from the game. He is gone. He will not be coming back. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade this. We're going to repair it. And we're going to build this. This gives +1 chance to automatically colonize ruined regions in province at turn start. I like that a lot. So we're still positive, but barely. But we're still positive. And I don't think I have any. So these guys, I'm never going to encounter them. We'll give them a non-aggression pact. Now, see what I can do is I'll do this. I'll get money from them. Non-aggression pact. I'm not going to build anything because I'm trying to keep money. But look at this. I got a mission to defeat the following Lord's army in battle. If I do it within 6 turns, I get 1,000 gold. If I do it within 8 turns, I get Battle Masters. I'm going to do it next turn, probably. Maybe the turn after. If I can make it over there. Doesn't matter. But I got a non-aggression pact with the Crooked Mutinous Gits. As soon as Queek lays siege to Karakay Peaks, I'm going to offer to join war with him against those guys. The funny thing is, That doesn't actually lower my relations. No, actually it might. I don't know if they fixed that. It used to not. When you wanted to join war against someone that you had a treaty with, and you broke those treaties, it used to not really matter. So he's gonna lay siege to Crackgate Peaks next turn. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, hey, now I'll join war against Mutant Skits. It's gonna be 370. That's not a lot. I could have gotten 600 earlier. But you have to keep in mind, I also got money from the Kirkwood Mutant Skits, who were like, oh, cool, Scarbrand's not gonna attack me. Well, I'm not gonna attack him. We're gonna do Foe Seeker, because we want these. Moonmaker, Scarred Veteran, Blade Shield, Deadly Onslaught. Those are good. And I can reach the settlement, so we're gonna go for it. Now, we're gonna do skulls for the skull throne, so I get those summons. Now, it costs 2,500 skulls to occupy a settlement. This is a Pyrrhic victory, medium casualties. I don't like the look of that. So we're gonna do a siege battle, so you guys can see an actual siege battle of the settlement. It's a corner settlement. That's fine. So we're gonna fight this battle. We're gonna do it on the field. Siege battles, basically what you need to do is you need to either take all their capture points, or you need to cause army losses by inflicting massive amounts of casualties. Which one do you think Khorne enjoys more? If you said massive amounts of casualties, you are correct. Because usually, if I try and go through a gate, the AI is like, we're not going to let you go through that gate, and you just kill everyone at that gate. And then you win. Usually taking the capture points, so they've got this minor one right here, this minor one. And then they have these three, well, they've got major ones. So they've got the one there. They've got major capture points. So this is their tickets. When this goes to 0, they lose. Or if I cause army losses by inflicting massive casualties. This is their main capture point. This is their second main capture point. If I take these, if I take one or the other or both, these start to go down. These are their minor capture points. Taking those helps, gives a buff, but it doesn't lower their tickets. Doesn't matter. But what we do is we just fucking bum rush a gate. We do a real thin formation like this. Doggobogos are not going to serve a good purpose in this battle. So they're just going to like chill out way the fuck over here in the corner. We're not going to leave them on the battlefield because if they left the battlefield it would lower our balance of power. Balance of power is this thing. If your balance of power is incredibly high, you're green, they're red, incredibly high, it increases the chances that army losses will be inflicted on them. So this is my cultist, now he's on the field. For some reason, look at this shit. He's got 93 armor. These guys have 110 armor. This guy's not wearing a fucking chest piece armor. How is he only 17 points behind in armor? Don't get it. I mean, Scarbrand's got armor too. He's got 95 armor. Leadership's going down for whatever reason. So what we're going to do is we're just going to attack their gate. We're just going to bust through the gate. We don't have any siege weapons. We don't have siege towers or anything. We don't have shit. We're just going to beat the shit out of the gate until it opens up. Now we're taking a lot of casualties on the approach from these towers. Who cares? You know what that means? Blood and skulls. That's what that means. That means I'm getting blood and I'm getting skulls. Gates open. We're going to rush in. We're going to do Foe Seeker because that increases his speed. We're going to rampage all these guys so they do not run away. Scarbrand will kill them now. Now they've got trolls. You know what trolls are weak against? Trolls have regeneration, but they're weak against fire. Guess what damage Scarbrand does? He does fire attacks. Now, we're fighting at the gate. I don't really want them to reinforce their gate position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon these guys here, and they're going to go up and they're going to kill these Savage or Error boys. They're going to kill their archers on the wall. They're like, yo, what's up? And now we're going to go kill you. I don't want them reinforcing positions. I don't like archers. Scorn hates archers. Ooh, there's their general. Scarbrand, get on them.
Power of the wolf! Sacrifice them!
Now, I love the cultist's animation. I love it. We just chop that guy's head off. He does synced combat animations. Just wait for him to lock onto one guy. He chopped 3 dudes' heads off right there. 2 dudes' heads off. Look at him. He's getting more kills than Scarbrand. He's tied. This guy is just fucking eating guys, man. These guys are decimating these Arrow boys. That's what I like to see. Yeah, sure. Scarbrand, go kill their general. He's got a whole kill. He's got a whole 1 kill. I don't like that. This guy's getting in there. What's his name? Asivar? Asivar Torgerger. Let's go fight some trolls. Get them. I don't do shit about trolls. We kill them all the same. Yeah, I need Scarbrand to kill this general. War boss.
Bloodfather, guide me!
See, these guys are coming in. They want to reinforce the position while my guys kill these. So what we're going to do is we're going to split up. These guys are going to go this way. These guys are going to go this way. These guys this guy to keep leadership high with these guys is going to go this way. Scarbrand is going to continue killing their general. This battle's pretty much over. These trolls are going to rout. This is their strongest unit. These trolls have low leadership. They're going to rout. Once they start to run, battle's mine. Now, I don't like that. They're outside their own walls shooting at me. So we're going to use our summon.
Blood, wolf, and axe!
So since this guy's going with bloodthirsters, we'll move his portrait.
Cultist of the blood god!
Keep chasing him. Scarbrand did his job. He killed their general. So now he's going to go get on those guys. He's going to go with them. And then this guy, we're going to keep chasing those guys. And what's going to end up happening is we're going to come all the way around. All the way around here. All the way around. Scarbrand's just living his best life over here. We're going to take this down, this barricade. And we're going to send these 3. Take down this barricade. So Scarbrand's going to make mincemeat of this little barricade right here. He's actually going to kick some orcs first. Which, I don't judge the man for doing what he loves doing. You know? If you love something, you never work a day in your life. We're going to put fast forward because this battle's pretty much done. There's nothing they can do. We have an overwhelming force. We're going to capture multiple of their capture points right now. Once this goes down, if they're not even attacking it, well, go around the corner. Alright, so they destroyed that. Go get on them. These bloodthirsters are going to make such nothing of those trolls. We're gonna do these three. Go there. Go there. Go there. These guys are up here killing. Scarbrand's living his best life up here. This should die soon. Cool. We're going to take that capture point. And that'll probably cause army losses. Once you're suffering such a big defeat, such a major defeat, army losses kicks in, and those troops run. Like all the remaining troops run. So we're taking that capture point. We already took it. So these guys are going to go... Oh, never mind. Battle's over. Took that capture point. Took that capture point. Gates are ours. And Scarbrand was working his way towards all of this. But, like I said, doesn't matter. Because it's a settlement battle. Any remaining troops they have are automatically going to die. Now, I lost 291 guys. That sucks. But you know what those 291 guys all had? They all had blood and they all had skulls. We'll be right back. Alright, doesn't look like I missed much. That's fine. So, yeah, close victory, whatever. See how much money we get from sacking it? We're going to sack it. We still don't have enough skulls to occupy it. Which is fine. Because what we're going to do is we are going to go into their lands. And we're going to do this. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to do this. We're just going to stand there and replenish. Because once their garrison pumps back up, then we'll hop in there. Bloodsoaked Champions. Helps these guys, the mortals. So yeah, we're gonna take that too. Now this guy, Scarred Veteran. That's fine. Death Gorge, we're gonna rank you up to 3. And with that, we're gonna use most of our money. Crack Asgall. Still not building a weapons depot. I really don't want them to build it here. Crooked Fang Fort. That's fine, that's fine. They'll take crack 8 peaks anytime now. Let's see. Woo! Next turn their garrison will replenish. There's going to be a garrison there, and that's where I'll get those remaining 59 skulls that I need to be able to occupy Galbraz. And then we'll automatically occupy Stormenge. And then we're going to go get Grunty Mingle, which Grunty Mingle is up here. Grunty Mingle is like up here. And we'll go take Grunty Mingle from those stinking Bretonians. Because you know what Bretonians have? A peasant core army. You know what peasants are good at doing? Dying. Scarbrand with that banner, that replenishes his hit points as he kills enemies. And then once he gets the ability in his skill tree that does the same thing, those stack, by the way. He's like a one-man doom stack. He a one demon doom stack. I can disband all the troops in his army, and Scarbrand can go along and win all these others.
We have
So this is a
brokered an
quest
alliance
battle
with your-
to get Scarbrand's axes, Slaughter and Carnage. Those are great axes, but you know what? That fight is actually kind of hard. I'm not ready for that fight yet. So we're going to do that. We got enough skulls. Occupy Galbarez. Top knots are gone. We're going to get rid of that building. I don't like it. Actually, yeah, we're going to get rid of that building. I don't like it. So, Scarbrand, Bloodsoaked Champions again. That doesn't have a skill point. That's fine. Building upgrade. We're going to do... we're actually going to save our money because once this upgrades, we're going to build some expensive buildings. Let's see. We're still not building a weapons depot. Let's give it a So, yeah, we have a very small amount of skulls. That'll change very quickly. Reason why I wanted to occupy Galbarez is it has a special building for corn. It gives him money. Gives him skulls. And I can get an Exalted Blood Reaper back into my army. But again, like I said, I don't like Blood Reapers. I'd rather have a second Cultist. More replenishment. Cultists are great fighters. Also, later on, Cultists get summons. Oh, so this. So, due to the high levels of corruption in the province, a corn cult has manifested itself in the settlement of the Silver Tower of Sorcerers, belonging to Crimson Skull. Strike now and construct a building here to reap the benefits. So this is all the way in the north. They have enough corn corruption where it lets me build these. So this one gives me skulls. This one gives me skulls if the battle's fought in the province. It's not reliable. And this one gives me skulls 40 per turn when any lord is present. That one's usually pretty good, but again, lords don't stick around. This one transports my faction leader, so Scarbrand, right there. I don't want Scarbrand to go right there, so I'm just going to do this one. It gives passives 25 skulls. Now, if I want Scarbrand to go up there later, Scarbrand can go up there later. But I don't want him to go there now. So Galbarez, this is the landmark. It's at rank 3. I can get the Ancient Boneyard. We're going to do control. And we're going to go for the Bretonians right there. We're going to declare war. They have a full fucking stack. That is so good for me. Again, we can't reach it, so we're going to do Eternal War. We'll pop back up now. We're going to perform that on Holy Manifestation. Now we're starting to auto-resolve that. So we're going to do that. We're going to get the replenishment so that we're ready for the next fight. Can't reach it. It doesn't matter. We can get closer. Sometimes getting closer is the difference between reaching it this turn or reaching it next turn. Or reaching it the turn after. So, again, saving money. We're just going to save a little bit of money. Just save that money. They're still building the building I'm looking for them to build, which is fine. They're the AI. They're dumb. I need them to build a weapons depot in a major settlement. That way the AI will automatically update it or upgrade it to rank 5, which gives them Rattling Guns, Jezzails, and Plague Wind Mortars. I want the mortars. Actually, no, that's a lie. I want the Rattling Guns. As long as they get a rank 3 in any settlement, I can recruit Rattling Guns. I don't put rallying guns in Scarbrand's army because Scarbrand's too big. He'd get shot by his own troops. I put him in his other armies. Now, the Bretonians pussied out because that's just what they do. I can't reach them. The AI in Warhammer 3 has this crazy thing that they do where they go just out of range of you. The thing is, they don't know that Scarbrand gets additional movement range when he wins a battle. So I'm going to chase these guys to the end of the turn. And when this changes in 3 turns, if Khorne becomes the Exalted Lord there, I'm going to catch him up. I'm going to catch up. And I'm going to fucking eviscerate all these goddamn peasants. So we're going to actually raise that one up a level. This will be done in 2 turns. But we want Sunken Kernark to upgrade. So we can upgrade this. So that we occupy Morgheim. We occupy Floating Village automatically. Now, you're like, wait, what means the Skaven won't occupy it? Well, the Skaven occupy cities, and if I wasn't allied with these guys, all these would look like ruins. But since I'm allied with them, I know for a fact they haven't occupied these. If I wasn't allied with them, these settlements all look like ruins.
You listen. Slaneshi Herald.
Now, I would love for them to join my confederation, which basically means they get to join me, but they won't do it, so I don't really care. So, let's go all the way back to their house. Yeah, and by the way, the map is gigantic in case you didn't know. So, the map, this is nothing. This is Ending Crash, they're nothing. But then we've got Southern Cathay all the way up through Cathay. The Great Bastion is built right here. We got some Chaos Wastes. This is the Realm of Chaos up here. These are the Realms of Chaos. Can't go up there yet. Or right now. This is Chaos Wastes. All this is Chaos Wastes territory. Chaos Wastes territory. These are the Mountains of Morn. This is where the ogres live. These are the Dragon Isles. That is where Kugath, the Nurgle Lord, is. These are the World's Edge Mountains. These are the Dwarves Mountains. There's dwarves all up in these hills. These are the Badlands. When Chaos Dwarves get added, they're one of the new DLCs coming. When Chaos Dwarves get added, they'll be here. Grimgore's up here. He's one of the biggest, meanest Black Orcs to ever live. This is all Chaos stuff right here. Right here, this is Norska. They are a Chaos worshipping Viking-like people. They worship Chaos. This is more Chaos Wastes. Chaos Wastes. Chaos Wastes, Chaos Wastes, blah, blah, blah. This is where the Dark Elves live. Dark Elves are here. Down through here, Dark Elves, Dark Elves. Fallen Gates are right here. This is the continent of Lustria. This is where the Lizardmen live. Also a lot of Skaven, a lot of Dark Elves. There's a Bretonian faction down here. Vampire counts are there. This is Araby. This is where the Tomb Kings live. Also there's Bretonians here. Tomb Kings are undead, but they're not undead aligned with undead. So there's Southern Chaos Wastes. These are another portion of the Lizardmen. And also Tomb Kings and Dwarves in the World's Edge Mountains. Desolation of Nagash. That would take too long to go into who Nagash is. Right here, these are the Borderlands. This is the Dwarven capital of Karaz-Karak. This is Blackfire Pass. A lot of famous battles have fought here. So it divides pretty much the Badlands, the Borderlands, from the Empire. This is the Empire. This land right here. This is all Empire land. All of this. This land over here is Kislev's. They're the Bastion. the world relies on to fight the forces of chaos back. And then right here is the undead. The undead live here. Dwarves live in these mountains. Dwarves live in these mountains, and dwarves live in these mountains. Dwarves also typically live in these mountains. And then right here is Athel Loren. This is the area of the Oak of Ages. This is the most sacred forest for the elves. Wood elves live there. This land is all Bretonia, the equestrian faction. This is where they live. This is Estalia. I can show you a meme with Balthazar Gelt about welcoming his troops to Estalia. Galleon's Graveyard. This is where Vampire Coast lives. And this is Ulthuan. Ulthuan is where the High Elves live. They maintain the Vortex. They control the Donut. Here's the Shrine of Cain. This is where the Sword of Cain rests. If a High Elf draws it, shit's going down. This is Albion, the continent of Albion. Be'lakor starts here. Be'lakor is the first ever chosen, which will take a long time to go into that too. So yeah, the map is gigantic. It's the largest map that Total War has ever put into production. It is the largest map. Vampire Coasts, RNS Assault Spike. She declared war on me. I don't give a shit about that. I'm gonna invite the Skaven to help me out with it. They won't help out with it, kind of like how I'm not helping them out with the Crew Commune, but it doesn't matter. Because the AI is like, oh fuck, they're so much stronger than me. That, when we're so much stronger than them, allied together against them, that gives them more of an incentive to sue for peace later. See this bullshit? Oh, Bloody Sword. So this is a mod. A Khorne faction was eliminated. I can have them join mine, but I don't care about that. Border fences and Crag are gone. Look at this. They thought they moved out of my range. They didn't, and they're in Force March. When you're in Force March, you cannot run from a battle. Also, you join the battle, and your troops are exhausted. So it's like, what's up? Decisive victory, low casualties, excellent. Die. Sword of Strife, Sword of Swift Slaying. Again, we want their skulls. We don't want the money. We don't want their replenishment. We're doing just fine without it. So, now we do Rage Incarnate. We're gonna do it. This is Scarbrand's special line. We're gonna go down that line. Scar Veteran. Now I'm gonna go to Grunty Mingle and I'm gonna raise it. These guys, I don't care what the fuck they do. They're at war with the Bloody Hands, which are these guys, which is Warzak, who is still strength rank number 2 in the whole world. Doesn't matter. We're gonna upgrade this with technology, and we're gonna keep saving money. As far as outposts go, I bet you the Skavens still are not building the building I want. Doesn't look like it. Totally was that. So they're building the weapons depot here in a minor settlement. I don't like that, but that's fine. So we're gonna build our thing, our outpost, in Pradtomen, so that we have access to those weapons teams. Alright, so that's 18 turns in. Only 2 hours and 15 minutes in the stream done. But I think we're going to call it there. And we're going to call it out. So we're going to save it. Exile Khorne. Save that there. Because I'm exhausted. I didn't get drunk, I just got tired. But I hope you guys enjoyed Warhammer. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you aren't. Like the stream, it helps. Trying to grow the channel. Other than that, y'all have a good evening. I'll be streaming tomorrow, probably some more Valheim. Unless you guys want to see something else, just let me know. You can drop a comment in this stream saying, hey, we want to see more Warhammer. If you don't comment, I'll probably stream Valheim, because I'm enjoying the shit out of Valheim right now. Other than that, thanks for dropping by. Thanks if you like and subscribe. If you don't like and subscribe, that's fine. I'm not your dad. You don't have to. Other than that, Dude, I'm James out. You're not James. Have a good evening.